Hello everybody, how you doing? My name's Curly and welcome back to another episode of the podcast. I'm here with Grimmo.
Almighty Grimmos, please stand up.
I'm here with TheNovaNuclear.
Hi.
And of course, I'm here with the myth, the man, the legend, Ralph.
Yes.
Alright, boys. We got a lot to unpack this podcast. So, as the time of this recording, the Super Bowl just happened a couple days ago, and we got a lot of reveals, superhero-wise. We got DC's movie lineup for probably the rest of 2022 into early 2023. We got Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. We got more footage from Moon Knight, and I think a couple other stuff that I'm just not remembering right now. But we're going to jump into some DC movies. What did you guys think of the lineup that we got from DC trailers?
Honestly, I think the only one.
No, after you, Lewis.
Why did you stop in the middle?
Yeah, like I stopped and then I thought Lewis was gonna go.
No, you can go.
God fucking damn
Well,
it.
there wasn't much that DC showed, or at least that caught my eye, other than just Batman and Black Adam.
Yeah, but what did you like from Black Adam, though? I personally like the JLA. They look fucking sick.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that the Atom Smasher had the best suit
Agreed.
to ever debut that's comic book entirely. Like, it was such a beautiful suit that
I was not
wasn't live action and that's actually comic book accurate and still works.
I personally
And
love
I
the
was
Dr.
like,
Fate. The Dr. Fate suit
holy
looks
fuck.
pretty good.
I don't like his helmet.
I just thought, like, what happened to the eyes?
I don't know what
Yeah,
they
and
did.
it's not
can't
smooth
see.
either.
No,
It
but
has, like, curvature.
besides the eyes, the whole costume just looks like just authentic to the comics.
Yeah, but the problem is, besides the eye, Atom Smasher was perfect, just straight to the point.
Yeah.
It's also weird how they were framing these trailers. Like they called it like the world needs heroes, and like the opening, like the thumbnail is Black Adam, and I'm like, no. I don't want this man to be a hero. No. We ain't making no Justice League with this motherfucker.
Not yet, because he is a hero in the DC Comics right now. He's part of the Justice League, but we don't need him as a hero now
No, we don't.
in the DCEU. Also, what were you gonna say, Lewis?
I was gonna say that I didn't really like the Atom Smasher that much. I didn't see the costume as you guys do. I really like Dr. Fate's costume. I think that was more to I remember when I was a kid. That Black Adam movie really does seem like it was good. They just reused the Batman movie a lot of the clips that we already got. The Aquaman teasers was literally just his poses. They didn't show that much of the movie. I thought they were going to get more of the Black Manta in it. They should have.
That movie is probably still in pre-production.
Yeah, but they did show good poses for him, and I think we should have gotten that. I think we should have gotten at least something. Like with Flash, I still think they're still messing up his suit. It looks more plastic now.
Yeah, we gotta talk about Flash's suit. I personally shit on the CW Flash a lot, but come on, man. Jesus Christ. It's I don't like it. I don't like it. From the cowl to like the stripes on the suit to how it looks like they just put like hard plastic on top of it. It just doesn't look good.
I think the worst part is that the helmet is entirely different from the whole suit, so it makes his face be like it's not part of him. Because the helmet is big, bulky, and metallic. Meanwhile, the suit is plastic, tight, and skinny. So you see his skinny body and big head like a lollipop, and it just ruins the Flash.
Yeah. I think
From the CW or like
the movie.
The movie. Flashpoint. Yeah.
I will give points to the CW because they are very consistent with the costume. Even if I don't like it, everything about the costume is consistent from top to bottom. It doesn't have like anything that's drastically like different from each part of the suit. Unlike Urza Miller, which I think Grimm described it best, looks like a giant fucking red cherry lollipop. It's fucking Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think
It also doesn't
DC.
help that the textures are different too. Like you can tell that the texture is more like kind of crystallized on the top, on the helmet, on the cowl, but on like
Yeah.
Yeah, like it
on
has like
the
a
suit it's like
metallic-ish finish.
I don't
Besides,
mind the I don't mind the cowl, but like it doesn't match the rest of the suit because it's like kind of they kind of changed it. It's like a kind of chain leather, and it's kind of like it just doesn't make sense. It's like the same inconsistency that like the same kind of doesn't leather just like burn? Like isn't it extremely flammable? Like that's the type of thing that you think when you're watching the Flash TV show and they still brought it into the movie and I'm just kind of like, what the fuck?
I am fully convinced that we will never get like the Flash suit as we think of it in the comics, because like it's hard to depict something that is also like stretchy and is
But that's the
flexible.
problem. Adam Smasher had that.
True. I don't know.
He had that whole spandexy feeling, but also at the same time like very strong elastic material that could protect them against like going large, or if someone shoot like fire or atomic blast. Like it looks exactly like it would in the comic, which for some reason they have like a great what's it called, a great like artist to actually create the suits and stuff, but they're not doing that for Flashpoint, which is essentially one of like the movies that they're really hoping that does well.
I think it's like just two different teams, and it's also the directors too. You also gotta picture how the director wants things to look a certain way and be done a certain like
The
style.
director's blown.
I yeah, but
Matt
rotating
Murdock.
out of Flash. I want to talk about Black Adam's suit because that was also one of the key points of the trailer, was just showing off Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Black Adam. Ralph, I know from personal arguments with you that you are a big Shazam fan or hater. I can't tell at this point. What
No,
is
he's a fan of the comics, hater of the movies. There you go.
There you go.
That's
What
more
do you, what
accurate.
do you think of the Black Adam suit? Because I remember you and me, we constantly talk about this where
I loved it.
yeah, like I think there's like this one story, I think back in 2020 or 2019, where they told The Rock, where he's like, "Oh, we're going to use a bodysuit like on top of you." And he's like, "Nah, I don't want that. I'm not about
Like, nah,
that."
I'm just getting big.
Yeah, actually though.
And he actually did. And it was like, it's way better than what the fuck I like Shazam looks like. It's so much better. Like, Black Adam's suit is actually because he filled up and because he actually got big for the role, they didn't need to add like fake textures and they didn't need to like disrupt the texture of the suit that they just gave him. And
Yeah.
it made it all look just so much better naturally instead of having to CGI parts that like filling in. And like the part of him being so big is that like you can also get the skin tight like the skin tight feel while also making it still look good and not making it look like he has a muscle suit underneath. Like
Bro,
if you look at the images, it actually looks like the shading is perfect underneath all the like he doesn't have any padding. You can tell.
bro,
Like you can
hold
tell
on.
that like it's all muscle under there.
Did you see his fucking traps in that suit? That man had a whole mountain on his shoulders. Like I was just like, man, they really just letting these fucking like little wing gliders popping out, dog. What the fuck?
It looks good though. Like it
Yeah,
looks so
dude.
much better, and it really does look like this is kind of the buffness that you'd want a superhero or a supervillain to look like. And
Yeah.
he really brought that godlike feel to it.
Yeah, and also, hey, I called it since the moment we talked about best suits. I was like, hey, from what I've seen, from what they have uncovered for the Black Adam, this is definitely gonna be one of my favorite suits, and it is. It's just so beautiful.
It's not even just the part that the suit itself looks amazing because they also had it looks like they have scriptures on his suit, like just writings on it, which is like another great detail that they added. But also like again, the body of the Rock is just so much easier to tailor and it's so much easier to add so much greatness to his suit because he's already the character and he already embodies it. You can feel it off the suit so much more than you could from Shazam.
Fair enough. Yeah, I agree. I think the suit is really good, and I'm glad that the Black Adam movie is turning out to be probably what's gonna be, besides the Batman, is probably gonna be what's the future of DC moving forward. Speaking of the Batman, because I don't think we ever actually talked about it on the channel. How excited are you guys for Batman? It's coming out literally next month, like less than a month from now. It's coming out.
Lewis, how do you
Honestly,
feel?
I can't wait.
You can't wait.
Honestly, I can't. Yeah, I can't. I can't wait. It's going to be a good movie, and it's the first time we actually got a Batman solo movie since when? Since The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh.
shit, it's been that long.
Yeah. Oh my god.
When did that movie come
Yeah.
out?
So
2015.
10 years ago.
2015?
I got it right, but
Well, not 10 years ago, but you almost. Jesus.
Oh wait.
The first one I believe came out in 2012, or like the second one. I don't know.
The Dark Knight Rises came out in 2012.
Oh. Damn. So yeah,
So it has
also-
been 10 years.
it has been 10
Alright.
years for the solo movie.
Holy
It's
fuck, we're that old.
dude, don't say that. I don't want to hear it out of your mouth that we're old. I don't want to hear that.
We're old. But listen, hey, honestly, I can't wait till we all meet up and watch this movie because as someone who just always loved the Batman comics or just Batman in general, again, there was so many shows growing up and I always loved DC. Like this movie excites me. And having the Riddler as an actual serial killer as opposed to his goofy ass, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be like, oh, temptation, and this man just breaking Batman's mind. I'm in love.
What I'm personally excited for is Robert Pattinson playing Batman because like at first I was very apprehensive because I'm one of those like unfortunate souls that did not get to see his performance outside of Twilight, and I had a really bad stigma towards him. But I watched a little bit of Lighthouse, I watched some of his other works that he did, and I like that he's playing this character, especially year 2 Batman, because this is still his like morally ambiguous time in his life where he's not like the strict hardcore veteran Batman we see in the comics and in like Dawn versus Justice or Batman v Superman. Like this is like a Batman who's still trying to figure out what his identity is in Gotham, and I love it. And man, I just can't wait for this movie to come out. The suit looks amazing. I think the whole cast is pretty good. Can't wait for the Riddler as well.
yeah, and like you said about the Riddler, like they're bringing in a brand new.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like based on the Zodiac Killer, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has a lot of inspiration from the Zodiac Killer. You can tell by the writings because Zodiac Killer used to encrypt code for the police to try to find them, but
Yeah,
it's still a big mystery.
dude, it's gonna be sick. All right,
It's beautiful.
so pivoting from DC, we're gonna go straight into Marvel now, but not multiverse. We're gonna talk about actually Moon Knight and the tiny things we saw from like the new TV spot. I think this show and like what they're trying to go for is probably going to be the most tonally different show. Like we've been saying this whole time, but it's going to be the most tonally different show in all of the MCU. And I'm here for it. Kevin Feige has stated himself that he's just like, we're not holding anything back. This is going to be gory. It's going to be dark. It's going to be gritty. And I'm going to enjoy every second of it because I always wanted something dark and like just not like sunshine and rainbows from the MCU.
yeah, and we got a little bit more of the villain as well. So that was another good thing that I thought this trailer got out, that we got more introduced with the villain more than anything.
Who was the villain?
It's the Ethan Hawke character. In the comics, his name is supposed to be like a scientist, but they're completely changing his role to like a cult leader.
Yeah, I mean, because what's it called? Like, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong. In the comics, he's supposed to be one of the old chosen characters by Khonshu to be the the Moon Knight. But again, he was then taken away from that role because of his terrible ideologies, and I believe he was also killed, and then he was reborn and stuff. And I guess maybe we're seeing the version of him that's reborn, and he's like trying to brand off and take control over the Moon Knight again, some sort of type of thing like that.
I I think I agree with you that he's going to become sort of like a twisted mentor at first for Moon Knight because he's experienced the power. Like in the TV spots, it looks like he's experienced this sort of situation before, or at least has seen the Moon Knight powers before. And so I think it's gonna be something like, I would love if they did what they did with the CW Flash, and it's like the villain is the one mentoring the hero. That would be so sick.
Which is gonna be great. The problem is, I don't like from what they show about him. It's like confusing a little bit because it feels like they're making him the villain right away, but also not.
I mean, you don't
Because
have
we saw from the trailer like him like screaming at Moon Knight and telling him how he knows everything, and then you see lightning strike the pyramid, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? Hold on, slow it down.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't wait for Moon Knight. It's coming out end of next month. Please.
Also, I thought it was beautiful how they just showed when he was gliding towards that one thug, and you see like his actual cape.
Dude, that was so clean, bro.
And I was like, oh my god, that's beautiful. That's my Moon Knight right there.
Dude, I have this little thing that I'm just like, I'm pretty sure any Avenger / Marvel hero that has like a throwable weapon, they're just making them like Mjolnir now, where they just come back to them at once, and that's cool, I guess. I don't know. Every time I saw, I replayed that part of the trailer, and it just looks goofy, man. The way the dagger just clips onto his hand, and I was like, yeah, need to brush up that CGI, man.
I mean, some of the weapons do come back to him. Some because they hit the target, they sort of stay on the target. But it's like the scarab. It's called like a scarab dagger. I think I forgot what it was called. But that one is supposed to come back. Oh. And honestly, like I feel like it would have been better if we would have seen him actually murk someone with it, rather than him just throwing it and grabbing it. Like someone like fucking get flicked on the forehead, and then it comes back.
They're definitely not showing any of his gory side anymore to like stuff. But I feel like that's really misleading. I feel like you're definitely gonna have it at this point. Like I think all of us kind of know that it's gonna show up. Like you're gonna see him brutally murder.
And that's what we're expecting. They're like blueballing us.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think they're really just gonna wait to like show everything they got, like I guess character wise, before they give us the action, because I think it's like Moon Knight has the potential to bring out really good action sequences from a Disney Plus project. And man, like if we saw anything like we saw in like Shang-Chi, Winter Soldier at all, I would be so hyped.
That would be cool. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Surprised that like we didn't get so many. I thought we would get more trailers, to be honest, during the Super Bowl. It was like a lot of stupid ads instead of like actual trailers.
Well, that's it though. Like the Super Bowl is for like stupid ads. Like I saw this one with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Zeus, and it's just like a deal for a electric BMW, or Roman gladiator fights, and it's a sponsor. It's like a thing for avocados from Mexico. Does not make any sense.
Yeah, but what's it called? Like, no, but again, we also had like the shows like She-Hulk and Miss Marvel, which I'm hyped for She-Hulk. I loved the character of She-Hulk when I was younger. I thought she was amazing because she's supposed to be the opposite of Hulk. She's strong but also smart. Meanwhile, Hulk cannot control either one. It's either he's super strong and dumb, or he's super smart and weak. And we didn't get any of that. We didn't see her.
Yeah, I mean, yep. Go for it, Lewis.
I was gonna say it's just a waste of an opportunity. They had a big chance to get it, because look how Doctor Strange and Moon Knight did on Super Bowl rings and the YouTube rings. Because right now in YouTube, and remember this, the DC trailers came out basically a week before the Super Bowl. They have like 100K in YouTube, but Doctor Strange literally came out 2 days ago. It has over 10 million. Pretty sure 30 million at this point as views.
Yeah, that's number 2 on
So
trending, even though it's been 2 days already.
Yeah, and
yeah,
it's all,
That's
all
crazy.
over Twitter. It did amazing.
yeah. So
What's even
it's the
dumber though
opportunity
is that
for them.
they like what was funny about the Super Bowl promotion of that was that like for Doctor Strange, it was premiered before the Super Bowl even started. So it wasn't even like a halftime
Yeah,
show trailer. It was like literally 30 minutes before that even started. So you had to be watching it, waiting for the Super Bowl to start to even know that it came on.
But
Yeah,
didn't we get like exclusive footage from like the TV spot where we saw like Defender
yeah.
Strange?
It
Yeah.
it was like exclusive thing, like Zombie Wanda,
True.
Zombie Defender Strange, a lot of things in that small 30 seconds that was not in that trailer in the YouTube.
All right. Are we gonna if we're gonna jump into Doctor Strange, you might as well go balls deep. So, Lewis, what's like the part that you're most excited for about Doctor Strange? Like, what did you see that like piqued your interest?
Everyone start off balls deep. Then we're gonna start off with the biggest thing that everybody was talking about at the end, with Professor X actually being Patrick Stewart in the multiverse Illuminati. That's the first thing that really piqued my interest
Dude.
on actually showing us. This is the first time they're actually showing us, because in the No Way Home we had no hints or anything in the trailers for Andrew Garfield or Toby, and now we're actually getting something for the X-Men.
Yeah, I mean, it was rumored that Maguire was supposed to be in this one, but I feel like with the people that we already saw, you don't need to add a Spider-Man there. Like, you don't need to do all that. Because, like you said, we have Professor X, which just confirming him alone makes so many people want to watch this movie.
So you
And
know the difference between Marvel and Sony promotions.
true.
Yeah, the
something
big
about that.
difference.
Something about Tobey Maguire being rumored. The thing is, I also recently saw a rumor that it's becoming official that the Spider-Man to be in the Mobius movie is supposed to be Tobey Maguire.
Hmm.
Wait,
Interesting.
what?
So it's the fact that we like I didn't tell you guys this rumor because I didn't want to believe it or don't care. Like I rather wait till the movie comes out. But now that you mentioned this, it's like it would make sense for him to appear in both of them, almost like a sending him to the Mobius universe because this one's coming first.
Oh, could you? That's interesting.
See, you see, yeah. So it almost feels like so my theory on the whole multiverse of madness, which hopefully no spoilers, but if I get it right, it's gonna spoil everything. Is that Doctor Strange, obviously, like the TVA did with Loki, he's gonna get in trouble with the Illuminati from the MCU rather than the regular Marvel universe because they sometimes change characters. And so the Illuminati is gonna want to try to either give him two fates. Either he joins them and has to give up his life in the regular MCU and has to like give his life to them as their worker and stuff, or he gets arrested for the crimes he committed against like the multiverse and all that. And that's when he creates sort of a council of other strangers. That's why we saw the Defender Strange and we saw the Evil Strange. And we're seeing somewhat alternate versions of the characters that are going to join him, like Wanda, Zombie Wanda, etc. And so we see that other characters are either joining his team or have alternate versions of themselves come up, and they're gonna like unite together to defeat the Illuminati and probably create a universe merger. That's where we're gonna see everything just combine, and maybe we'll see Tobey Maguire be sent into that Mobius universe. And that confirms like the whole, oh, there is a Spider-Man in Mobius. Oh, and there might have been a Tobey Maguire Multiverse of Madness, but we saw him like be sent to the
That,
Mobius universe.
that could make sense
So
though, because that it could actually make sense. That's why that could be a reason why Morbius was delayed to April instead of like coming out.
Exactly.
Oh, it
Exactly.
was definitely for like reshoots for the Spider-Man scenes for fucking sure. But
So it's just it's like there's too many coincidences, and my brain is acting up, and it's telling me this is all we're seeing, especially from the comic books I've read before, from the stories that MCU is trying to take from the comics. It's like, oh shit, this all makes sense.
dude, Grimmo's on that 2020 vision, man. He can see what's going on.
Hell yeah! And if this actually comes out, bro, we deserve some following and subscribers.
If what comes out, if everything
Like,
you said is right,
if everything or most of it, like the whole Council of Strange and the whole Illuminati giving the two fates and all that, and Tobey Maguire being the one in the Mobius, we deserve at least like 1 million subscribers. Like just
nah.
jump on the bandwagon. We are the GOAT.
I will challenge you on this. We will go back to this recording next, like when May hits and the movie comes out. We'll go back to this recording. We'll check off everything you said, and we'll make sure that if you are over 50% right, then they definitely have to subscribe.
Definitely. We will fucking do shout outs. We'll do everything we can because to show that I got it right.
So something I also wanted to bring up was, besides the Illuminati figures that are like specifically in that scene, we also got what people are either speculating to be Superior Iron Man, Monica Rambeau, a version of Captain Marvel, just some being attacking, I guess, Wanda. And a lot of people think it's Superior Iron Man. I like to think so too, by like some of the frames you see. He has like that nice little like Tony Stark signature goatee, right?
No, let's go. I mean, it could also and this theory I'm gonna give credit to Watchverse. He told me it could be Maria Rambeau, who was also part of the Illuminati.
Proton.
The first time he mentioned, because he said Maria instead of just Maria Rambeau, and the first person I think of is Maria Hill, and I'm like, nah, it can't be her. Like she's not, she can't be this figure, especially since she's like not gonna be very prominent in this film. But the fact that he mentioned Maria Rambeau, I'm like, oh, that could actually be that, and especially since it's technically confirmed that we're getting Illuminati, it would make sense to see Maria.
I don't know. I feel like it's a big multiverse. We are bound to get some kooky, wacky version of like any character we can dream of. The one person I do wish to see, funny enough, is either Mr. Fantastic. I don't really care if it's what's the guy?
It gotta be John Krasinski.
No,
it has
dude.
to be.
Listen, I just want to see. I just want to see some rep of Fantastic Four.
Hey man, it has to be John. He is perfect for the role, and hopefully with the new writers, he's gonna bring the Fantastic Four as main superheroes of the MCU. It has to be him. I am not accepting anyone else.
Hey man, I'm keeping an open mind because everyone, like that figure on the left of the trailer, everyone's saying like, "Oh, that's Mr. Fantastic, that's John Krasinski," but like a lot of people also say like, "Oh, this is a Black Panther variant," which I like that idea a lot better because I would rather have Mr. Fantastic be introduced into the MCU by their own movie rather than Multiverse of Madness. Like the X-Men and everyone, that makes sense. Like,
I mean, for example, Iron Man, right? Or Iron Man technically died, so they're using.
What do you mean technically died? He's fucking dead. There's no technical about it.
I mean, technically, if they want
to, nobody's dead in comics. But right now, he's fucking 6 foot under. There's no technical about it.
No, but look. If Robert Downey Jr. tells Disney, which if he does ask, they'll probably do it. If he goes like, "Hey, I kind of want to come back. I really miss the character," they'll figure one way or another way to make
that
him.
Guy is literally. No, that guy is literally carne asado on a Brazilian barbecue. He's fucking dead. He is not coming back. Like, no, he's done so many interviews saying that like, I feel like I've done everything I can with this character. I don't think I ever want to come back to it. I don't think there's a purposeful reason to come back. Listen, man.
Andrew Garfield said he wasn't gonna be in the movie. And guess what?
Yeah, but this was like
Guess what?
years ago. This was like around when Endgame first first was like done. After it was like a 2 or 3 months after Endgame.
Hey man, it could always happen.
How weird
Nah,
would it be to see like
ain't no way Marvel
Chris
secrets run
Evans?
that deep. That's so fucking dumb.
I mean, either way, if we see a Human Torch like from the past, that would be fucking freaky.
I also wouldn't mind seeing the Human Torch in this, but like again, I would want him to be in the Fantastic Four movie rather than here. I would just want to see them all in one movie instead of just like fucking like
It'd be kind
mishmashing
of weird to have
multiverse.
a Human Torch though, because both of them were part of the MCU officially. So it's like seeing
thought I'd say-
familiar faces that's not like, for example, Chris Evans. He's too bulky to be the original Human Torch, and it's gonna be like, isn't he really Captain? Like, why is he here? And then with what's it called, with Michael B. Jordan, he could come back, but he's also too bulky and too big for the Human Torch that he played.
I think it would be cool if we saw a alternate universe Killmonger, like from What If, and except he's not, you know.
Oh yeah,
I would love to see that.
Be either one, because What If is part of the Multiverse of Madness.
A lot of people also speculate that Ultron Infinity might be part of this, like the one that got like all the Infinity Stones.
Yeah. It'd be dope because he could be like what's it called? He could be one of the allies to the Illuminati.
Yeah, I mean,
For full control of the universe and time and space.
I know we said this before, but since we got these 2 new trailers out, I want to ask each of you, what is the dream character from you that feels like the most realistic? I know Grimm, it's probably the John Scorsese as Mr. Fantastic, but what about you, Lewis? What's like your dream character that you want to come out of this movie?
My dream character.
Yeah. Lay it on me.
It's probably gonna be like Hugh Jackman, like coming back.
Yeah. Dude, Hugh Jackman coming back after what they did to him in the X-Men franchise would be so good. I know he said he ended his thing in Logan, but like Grimm said, never say never. And man, I really hope they keep him around because he is, despite him not being quote unquote comic book accurate to the Wolverine in the comics, he's still the only thing I think of when I think of Wolverine. What about you, Ralph?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. You want what was here, Lewis?
No, I can go.
Bro. To be completely honest, I agree with Lewis though. Like seeing Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in this movie would be insane. Like that's the one I think out of everyone, that's the one I want to see most. Because in the X-Men universe, like sure, James McAvoy's character, like if you count the Days of Future Past stuff and X-Men First Class, they've technically already interacted. Like James McAvoy's character already interacted with Patrick Stewart's in Days of Future Past. So technically, that's all. So since we see Charles Xavier, Patrick Stewart's Charles Xavier, that also technically means possibly James McAvoy's X-Men is canon. Also, hopefully not all of it, but hopefully that like Days of Future Past is accurate. But seeing like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in this movie would probably be the most unexpected out of every listing. Because sure, like there are rumors spreading around Superior Iron Man being Tom Cruise, but Hugh Jackman is someone that that everyone kind of agreed let him go. He's played this character long enough, let him go. It would be wonderful to see him back, but we kind of got to let that go. But if we see him again, I will definitely be like super hyped for that.
Nah, I want him. I don't care what any else.
Hey man, why can't everybody be like Mr. Cox, where he just wants to play the character for fucking ever? I wouldn't mind that.
Dude, yeah. I mean, like, I think when we think about like superhero stuff, I'm pretty sure it's mostly just the core Avengers where they were very vocal of just, you know, getting out while, you know, like things can end in a very respectful way for their character. But you also have some actors that are just like, nah, fuck that. I want to be this character for as long as I can, like Charlie Cox.
Yeah. Which honestly, if I do become like a famous actor, I'd probably want to play a character for the rest of my life. Obviously, I'll do movies on the side because I'll try to work with a schedule, but
This is
I kind
day
of want to have
40
that
of
one iconic character.
this is day 40 of making sure Grimm plays some form of Bane in some form of Batman media. Please put Grimm in a Bane role, or just make him the next Bane when he builds and gets swole.
We'll make sure
I
he's
mean,
back.
if they already cast me, I could make sure I get swole through the trainer that they'll provide.
Nah, man, a lot of
No, I'm gonna hook you up.
like companies want to see you put some commitment into it. Like, I know a lot of people like get built for the role before auditions.
No, yeah, but like for example, Chris Pratt before the role, he was like,
Well, yeah, that
you
was
know,
that was just because James Gunn knew he wanted Pratt, and so he was just like, yeah, we're just gonna buff you out a bit. But like sometimes it's not
hey
always
man,
like that.
I just need someone to meet me. Someone eventually. Once I start,
I don't
showing
like
my
the way you said
true acting skills.
that. I just need someone to meet me. You know, give me 5 minutes. I can change the whole point of view. I'll make them see stars.
Come on, producer. Let me get a moment with you. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Warner Brother producer. Just give me 5 minutes
Mr.
of your
Warren
time, please.
Bros, let me give you 5 seconds of your life that you will never regret.
Oh my god. But yeah, besides giving sloppy toppy to producers, yeah, I don't know. Was there anything else that came out of the Super Bowl besides what we just talked about?
I mean, we could talk about the metaverse.
All right, guys, that's gonna be a wrap for this podcast. Hope you guys.
There's nothing else really. I mean, the metaverse is like the only thing that's sort of standing out ish, and it's because they
I ain't talking
officially
about
are
no
selling like their
metaverse.
headset.
We ain't in Sword Art Online yet. I ain't playing this game.
Hey man, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of scared of it because I feel like we're gonna turn into the Matrix.
No, dude, it's gonna be Ready Player One.
Bro, oh, it's gonna be disgusting.
Listen, I think are you guys good to just wrap it up here? I think we've spoken our piece about it.
Lewis, Ref.
I've said my piece.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you for watching this podcast. If you want to see more of our content, please go check out the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that tiny bell button, and it does help us out a lot. And it also showed in our algorithm that at least 50% of you who watch our videos aren't actually subscribed, which is bizarre, but yeah. But please consider subscribing. We really appreciate all the growth we get on this channel, and we just want to thank everyone who's been sticking with us through the month of February. It's been a really busy month for us. We've been trying to pump out as much content as we can to make sure that we're caught up in some of the movies and stuff that we like. So yeah, hope you guys have a great night and take care of yourselves. Peace out.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good day.
That was very sweet of you, Ralph.